Hello! Today I've gathered together all of my favourite culinary herbs because I'm going to plant myself a herb garden in a pot. Now, when you've got a really lovely big pot like this, you can really go to town. You can have all of your culinary needs, all the flavourings you could want, just out of the one container. To improve the drainage, I'm going to take my multi-purpose compost here and just add some sand. Now I'm going to start placing my plants. I'm going to start with the centerpiece, which is this lovely lavender. I enjoy using lavender flowers particularly to flavour things like biscuits and cakes and that sort of thing. It's a very pretty pink flowered form, this one. So settle it into the centre and then I can work the other ones around the outside. This is a culinary sage here. I'm going to put that on the other side. Makes quite a sizable shrub in the end, but you can trim it to size if you need to. Here I've got some variegated oregano, or marjoram. Absolutely lovely flavour, this one, and it has a very lovely little variegation to the leaves. This one is a lovely thyme. It's got beautiful broad leaves. It's called broadleaf thyme. Plant this one near the edge so that it can cascade over the side like that. And now we've got also a little bit of chives too, one of my favourite cooking herbs. Just snip it off for a little bit of oniony flavour. Now the parsley I'm going to put at the back. That's actually because parsley prefers dappled shade. So you don't want to be putting it in the sunniest spot in your herb garden, in your potted herb garden. You want to make sure that it's shaded a little bit by the other plants because it'll much prefer that. And then my final thing is to pop in some basil here, which I sowed from seed earlier this year. Don't be afraid to really pack them in. They don't mind things a little bit crowded. Now I'm just going to fill around these plants with more compost, just to settle them in. And go right up to the edge, but leave a couple of inches just for watering and that kind of thing. And just the finishing touch, I'm just going to add some slate chippings over the top. You can use gravel or whatever you fancy, but just to set the plants off nicely. There we go. Now that mulch is going to lock in the moisture and keep out the weeds, as well as setting off the plants. Now I'm just going to water that in, and that's all the care they'll need all summer. These plants are mostly perennials, so this lovely little herb garden is going to keep you in flavoursome pickings for your cooking for years and years to come.